Nu?
Ja.
Oh, oké. Dat is goed. So, hello everyone. Welcome to a new episode on the Wheeler Detailers YouTube channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. Today I'm filming again with Simon from Diamond ProTech.
Hello.
Welcome in the Netherlands for a vert application and detailing video on wheel protection. So actually tonight is the first evening we're gonna host what we call a Diamond ProTech information evening here in Holland at KK24. So we invited approximately 15 detailers. They are starting here at 6 for some food and some drinks, but more important to learn all about the Diamond ProTech products, how to prep, how to apply, how to take care of them. And Diamond has written a program for that. So I'm hopefully on a successful evening with a lot of smiles and happy faces. And maybe you will be here next in November or December. Simon, wheel protection. You brought your Diamond ProTech wheels.
Yep, that's right, Martin. So we got Diamond ProTech wheels here. This will give you 12 months protection on your wheels, but anything that requires high temperature resistance. So we're talking wheels, we're talking brake calipers, we're talking exhaust pipes,
Really?
engine mountings, anything that really needs to resist high temperatures, this is the coating for it.
Cool, sounds good. And how does it hold up with regular maintenance, washing and cleaning?
So this is a 12-month coating. So 1 year on regular sort of maintenance of your vehicles. Now, the reason it's 12 months, it is in a very harsh environment. So the wheels, probably the dirtiest piece of your car. You've got brake dust, very corrosive. You've got, as we've spoken about, the high temperatures. So it really is an unforgiving environment. So 12 months protection will, see you through that, and then it's just a case of reapplying them. It's really easy. I'm going to show you how easy it is to apply it.
Cool. But it can stand for, let's say, also these de-ironizer / wheel cleaner?
Yep, so it'll resist any sort of usual wheel maintenance regime. Obviously, if you're going to spray, wheel acid on it and let it sit for half an hour, then, we're going to have a bit of a,
Cool.
an issue. But generally, with normal maintenance wheels, with fallout removers, with tar removers, stuff like that, you're no problem. If you're following the instructions of those cleaning products, you'll be all right.
Sounds good. While we're actually standing here, we've got 2 or 3 more Diamond ProTech videos online, and in one you can actually see after multiple washes how good the glass is holding up, as well as the PPF protection, the wrap coating. So that may be also interesting to check out for all those people that love geeky detail stuff. So to give you guys and girls a good overview, we're gonna tape off half of the wheel. So one half we're gonna apply and one half we don't, so we can actually feel less resistance, more non-stick effect, as well as beading effect. So first I'm gonna tape it off. So let's go ahead. First step.
First step, as always, diamond body prep. This is our prep product. It's going to make sure that, yes, okay, so we've cleaned our wheel. It is pretty clean. This will just make sure that any residues from fingers, wax sealants, polishes, wheel cleaners, anything like that that's left on the surface, this will take it off. So this is really just as simple as spray on. You want to be pretty generous. Don't forget the inside of your barrels. So spray on, wipe off. For all you professionals, these things are a lifesaver. Makes you do a better job as well, because you can really get into, if you're doing a wheels off detailing job, just the fact that you can get behind here and get all the tar and all the brake dust off it, and occasionally these weights here, when people get their wheels rebalanced, the amount of times that I would find the double-sided
glue
Scotch tape You know, and nobody takes that off, but actually, you know, if you're going to do something, you might as well do it properly. And that takes time. That takes, you know, a glue remover and time and patience. Don't scratch it, don't do anything like that.
You want me to spray in the front of the wheel?
Yes, please.
Also the other way around.
And with these types of wheel stands, you can really sort of work methodically and go, okay, I started at, you know, I started at the valve, and you know, I systematically worked my way around the wheel so you don't forget anything.
I can actually feel it's rough now.
Yeah, so that's all. You are right when you say it's rough. It's not. Yeah, it is clean, but it's just really, it's not slick. So we've taken any sort of anything that was sitting on that surface, we've taken off. With these types of wheels, when we spray the prep, you need to really insist that we dry areas that tend to get and stay a little bit wet. So behind the spokes is an obvious, around the valve is an obvious one, and in the lug nut areas here. So
some compressed air or a blower is
perfect for that kind of stuff. Obviously, normally if you had this on the stand, you would pop the little logo out as well. And that's it. I think we're good to go. So the next step is the coating. As normal, we say give it a good shake for like 15 seconds. You can hear the little marbles inside there.
Yeah. But why is it actually the marble in it?
So we, in most of our products, not all, but in most, we put two little glass marbles in there, and they just help agitate everything when you mix it all up. It really helps mix it up. In certain of our formulations, we have nano diamonds that come in powder form. We then incorporate them into the formulation. They tend to be heavier than other components of the formulation, so they will tend to sit at the bottom. You won't see them. They're invisible in terms of in the formulation of the coating, so you won't see them, but they will sink to the bottom. Hence why it's always really a good idea to really give it sort of 15 odd seconds of shaking just to make sure that everything's well mixed up.
Cool.
So in this case, we're going to use the standard applicator.
Yep.
Now, we do have various ways of doing it. All of our coatings, with the exception of the interior, which is a cream-based coating, can be applied with a spray gun. So we'll do another video on that.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So we make an adapter that takes a little bit of a bigger gun, but I have seen people do adapt them and change them, and the adapter fits onto the bottle. But really good for really complex wheels. These are not too bad, but they could be they could become a little bit more problematic if they were more complicated. So in terms of putting the primer, we say always over apply a little bit onto the applicator. Just over apply on your first bit, really sort of prime the applicator so it's got a good amount of product, and then after that it's simply a case of wiping on.
Cool.
So this is going to be our coating half. So I always tend to start from the middle. Choose a point, so I'm starting from the M logo here. That's my point of reference, and then I'm just going to go from there. Just going to coat each spoke in and out.
The bottles come in 30 and in 50 ml size.
So the wheels comes in a 30 ml, and that'll be good for about 2 to 3 cars, depending on whether you're doing just the outside face
Okay.
or whether you're taking it off. So, you know, a real enthusiast who wants to do this at home, his own car, does he have a, you know, a lift? Is he going to take all wheels off and stuff like that? You know, if he is and he's going to coat the inside and the outside, then you're obviously going to get, you know, 2, maybe 3 cars. But it also depends on the size of the wheels. You know, big 22-inch, you know, rims, you probably only get 2 out of a bottle.
But I feel still, to be honest, so minimum 2 sets out of 30 ml.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's a very economical product. There we go. So that's the outside. So I've done the outside. You want to do, we're going to flip it over.
Yes, please. Oh. It spreads out very easily. You can actually feel you're applying something. You can also actually see it.
Yeah, quite difficult to see with this color, but essentially the same thing is happening with the normal body coatings, in that you'll initially see a separation of the coating. That's the first sign of polymerization.
Okay.
We would leave it on for a couple of minutes, maybe 5 minutes, given sort of the temperature of the inside. It's not raining today. It's not hot, but it's not certainly not cold either. So it's probably going to be about 5 minutes today.
So when 5 minutes are over, I think it's time to wipe off the excess material.
There we go.
So for the people that also have been in the Volkswagen scene for a long time, and you remember the BBS 3-piece wheels, imagine coating these by hand and removing excess material.
This is where the spray gun's really easy.
Yeah. But you still then have to wipe it off.
Yes, but to a lesser degree, because don't forget, when you're spraying with a spray gun, the spray not only is very fine, but it's very uniform.
Ah.
Okay, so the benefit of the spray gun is, even if you're not taking the wheels off and you're spraying your external face of the wheel, you are getting overspray that's going into the barrel of your wheels, is going onto your brake caliper. So even though you may not be able to get your hand in there to wipe it off, it's gone on so finely and so uniformly that actually it'll dry out and bond to the surface, you know, with no need to wipe off. Obviously, if you're standing there with the spray gun and spraying, you know, a lot, then that technique is not going to work for you.
Okay. That's interesting.
But if you're working on spraying the outside and you're going to get, you know, overspray as a result, but that overspray will be very fine and very uniform, then actually there's no reason to get your hand in here to wipe off the overspray. And you would spray your first wheel, you would move on to your second wheel, your third wheel, your fourth wheel, and by the time you finish that, then you would come back and you would wipe off your first wheel, then your second wheel, then your third wheel, and your fourth wheel.
Sounds good. Let me, yeah, this part.
So, this part. So straight away it's very easy to rub off. There's no sort of grab or anything like that. I can feel that it's very slick now. Very slippery. Now, what will happen is the hydrophobics and the chemical resistance will improve over time.
Yeah.
I would say that do not wash your wheels after you've coated them for at least 7 to 10 days with any type of shampoo, wheel cleaner, stuff like that. They can get wet, that's no problem, but you really want to keep aggressive cleaners off them for the first sort of 7 to 10 days. That'll allow, you know, the bond to be as strong as it will need to be in order to resist all of those. And then after that, you know, normal wash routine will be good.
So here's a bottle with a normal tap water. I see the line.
So that's what, 2 minutes after coating.
Yeah.
That'll,
Yeah, here also you can see it perfectly.
that'll continue to get better and better.
Look at the lighting.
And this is a product that will get stronger and stronger the hotter that it gets. So any sort of brake calipers that are really being used, this product will continue to get stronger and stronger. And resistant up until 1,000 degrees Celsius. So that we're talking, you know, close to Formula One brake temperatures. So for your Tesla it should be sufficient.
Uncoated. Coated. So we did step 1, wrap. Step 2, apply the diamond wheels. And step 3 was let it cure for 5 minutes and then wipe it down with a short piled microfiber. Also Diamond ProTech microfiber, and the applicator is Diamond ProTech as well. Yeah, you can feel it's super slick. I think the camera shots, they do the talking on how water resistant it is. And that would not only be water, but also debris, road grime, brake dust. So I think it's in line with the 2 other products we've filmed before. It's super easy, and until so far I can confirm it does what it says. Simon, anything for you to finish with?
Just that this will continue for the next sort of 7 to 10 days to get better and better. But as we've seen, 1 minute after wiping the coating off, you can put water on it and it's fine. No washing for about a week with shampoos or any wheel cleaners. That'll make sure that the bond is sufficiently stable enough between the coating and the wheel. But then after that, you know, just a normal regular wheel washing routine and you're good to go.
Simon, thank you very much for doing this demo video. And I'm really looking forward to tonight. And maybe I'll see you and Simon as well in November or December. Stay tuned, cargate24.eu. Follow us on Instagram. See you later. Thanks for watching.